Okay guys, this is the latest trend and bias video that I've done. I've got quite a lot of videos to show you. There's a few still shots just to show you first. I just want to reiterate what I was saying last week about how price reacts on, you know, the larger time frames, and you know, you need to just bear with me a moment on this and just show you. Basically, you'll remember this, no doubt. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the dailies, the 8, the 4, the 1. Obviously, these are the main charts for getting a bias, and I just want to show you before we go on. Can you see this? See this daily? Oh, it's gone up. It's hit the orange line, then it's come down, and then it's left a wick here. So basically, after this day, when this wick was forming, when this, you know, like this, my bias straight away for the next day was up, and this is what happened. And basically, because we'd already bounced off the orange line, the next, you know, time, the probability of it going through that orange line increases. Okay. Right, okay, again, it's still, you know, pretty weak, the pound, but basically we had to move up, then we had this move down. Now, we broke the orange line, but look what happened, guys. You can see the wicket went back to the orange line, so it's broke the orange line, gone back to the orange line, then it's headed to the BB band. The BB band flips up here. You can see on this one there's a wick. It went up from the BB band back to the orange line, and then on the next occasion it broke that BB band. Okay, so basically this is the formation that you're getting: up to the orange line, down off the orange line, through the orange line to the BB band, basically here, from the BB band through the orange line, back to the orange line, back to the BB band, back to the orange line, through the BB band. Okay, it's just how you know, charts actually work. Okay, so another couple to show you. Where are we? 18. Right, we'll go in order. Okay, I think it was the UK I wanted to show you this on. Yeah, it was. Right, again, look, up to the orange line, down to the BB band, back up to the orange line, through the BB band. This time it goes up through the orange line, but comes back down with a big wick here. So again, like the next day, I am biased down. My initial bias for tomorrow on the UCAD is down. Okay, so let's look at the next day. 19 there, and you can quite clearly see there what happened. You know, down again. We've hit the BB band. So because this isn't really doing anything at the moment, it's still an uptrend. You can tell with this yellow line down here and this orange line. You know, burst the BB band here. So my initial bias again for the day after, right, is up to the orange line. Okay, so let's have a look. The 20th, right, and there you go. There it goes up. You see, you know. Okay, and this is just basically looking at the dailies and saying, right, okay then, well, what's it actually doing? Because we know that price goes from wall to wall, and if it's going to do it, here's the thing that people need to understand: if it's going to do it on excuse me, on the daily charts, on the, you know, and on the 8-hour and the 4-hour charts, then that's going to give you a bias. That's going to say to you, well, the direction's up today, really, I should just be letting it pull back and then taking it up. Okay, at least until it hits an orange line or a BB band. Okay? Right, okay. Right, so as I say, we've got quite a lot to get through, so let's start with a couple of early ones. 46, 46. Where are you? 46. I think it's 46 anyway. I'll go back there. I'll hit the pause. Okay, yeah, this was it. Alright. We're looking at the GU, and we'll also look at the UCAD, I think, as well. Yeah. If you look at the GU, yes, we've got a daily, but this is a really strong trend down. Okay, we've got a daily super. Look where we are on the 8-hour. Okay, so if you think you can keep taking trades up with this daily super, right, look to your next chart. Oh, we're on the 8-hour BB band. If you want to take it up with this, then you're going to have to wait quite a while, you know, for this to do what it's got to do, right? And since we're on the BB band, it's highly likely it's going to come back to the orange line. Okay, so let's just shoot forward, because we don't really need to you know, flip through it quickly. I need to get a move on. As I say, there's quite a lot to do. And look, okay, this now, this is, I'll be focusing on that more in the next video, on the long-term trading, okay, and how to do overnight trades and that. But this, you know, is perfect. It's perfect for one, because what you would do is let this candle close. Now this candle is an 8-hour candle. It will close at 1 o'clock room time, okay? And when that candle's closed, because basically you've hit the 4-hour orange line, it's going to go back up. But when that candle's closed, okay, you should be looking at saying, well, okay, if I still fancy this to go up more with this, then I'll put a stop loss, a buy stop here below the close, well, above the close of the candle, I should say. Okay, well, I'll show you in the other video I'm doing. Anyway, okay, so effectively you've come down to here. Tomorrow I'm going to be biased, if that's still in play, I'm going to be biased up, okay, off this orange line. Alright, if this has come back to the orange line, you know, when that candle's closed, then I might think of doing a trade down based on the strength of the trend. Okay, just shoot to the end, see what happens. Yeah, so we said the UCAD as well. Yeah, UCAD again. Look at this, guys. It's come through the orange line. It's come down. Right, but here's one of them TK that I was trying to explain to you. Right, if it doesn't come down and touch this line or break this line, and there is a wick on this candle as well here, then I would be saying that's going up again, okay, because it's bounced off there. Chances are next time it's going to go through, and looking, it went all the way to the BB band, and then we had the obvious reaction that you get on the BB bands. Okay, so again, that is basically how I read a simple direction. You know, get a bias from one day to the next is by judging it on the daily. So let's, what did we say, 46 or what? Excuse me, 47. Right, pause that. Yeah, you see, what had happened is it had come down, hit the orange line. We still trusted this signal here. I would have put a buy stop there, but look what happened. It hit the orange line, and then up she goes again. So the bias for the next day, well, basically for afterwards, I would have taken that trade anyway up, based on a long-term setup. Okay. And there you go, you see, BB band, it actually has a wick down here. It went back to the orange line, and then below, down to the BB band. Okay, you understand? You understand what I'm saying here? If you've got your bias judging it from here, you had that bounce down off the orange line there, came to here, you had the bounce down there it was to the 8-hour orange line, and then continued on up the direction, even against such a strong trend. Okay, we'll just flick, kind of get a look what happened during the day. Okay, alright, so that's just a couple of videos. I'll go into more detail of how to do long-term trading and overnight trades in the next video. This is really about trying to show you how to get your bias. Okay, there are days when it's nigh on impossible really to get a decent bias looking at the charts, and this again, guys, is one of them. Alright, you can look here and you can say, well, hang on, I'm looking at the GU there, we're on the orange line here, this has bounced down, it's bounced up, this looks down to me. Again, you could say, well, it looks down. You know what? It's not. And the reason for that, and this is where some people do get caught out here, right? And the reason it's not is because you see this candle here on the daily, it's gone through here and it's come back. Now, if this candle would have come back down here, okay, it would have put us on this 8-hour BB band and probably on the 4-hour BB band, and would have made it much clearer to us that this was going to go up. Okay, but again, because this has already reacted to the orange line, right, it's bounced off the orange line. For me, this next destination for this is the BB band, so it's going to go through this orange line because it's already reacted. You understand? Excuse me. Okay, so as I say, I'm would be biased up here, but I can see how some people, would get confused because it's only on the orange lines, and it does look as though it's bounced there and it's going to go down. But again, it's already done that. You see, that was it there. All right, so let's have a flip through, see how close to our marker was. Yeah, you see it actually bounced off the 4-hour orange line and off the 8-hour orange line, and that was all because I read here what had happened. Okay, it already reacted to the orange line, which means the higher probability is that it will go through to the BB band. Okay, so that, as I say, that's one of those that are not really clear, and sometimes you can get a little stuck. You can always ask. If you do get stuck on that. But just while I'm here, I'll just point out. Let's say you had your bias up. Look at this. It doesn't matter how you trade, whether you take the one trade from here to here, or whether you take multiple trades from wherever. You may have lost one here, it come down a bit here, but you'd have won everything else. Okay, so your strategy is all based, your strategy is irrelevant. Basically, if you've got a good bias, the correct bias, then you can trade any strategy you want, whether it's short terms, medium terms, long terms, doesn't really matter. Just one thing I want to point out for TK, this is for you, mate. This is another example of what I was trying to explain the other day with that GU. You remember the GU, and you're saying, well, why has it gone up? Basically, TK, GU's gone up here, it's hit the orange line, it's been rejected, but look, it's it's not come down here, it's not saying I want to go down anymore, this is struggling to go down, and that was the move up, off the orange line, bounce, and then through to the BB band. Okay, so TK, that's basically what I was trying to explain to you the other day. It just wasn't shoving down anymore. Okay, what I would try and do if I were everyone in the room, right, is try and work out your bias from these 4 charts, but do not pay attention to the arrows to start with. Okay, look at where the candles are, if they're on BB bands, orange lines. Okay, because that might be what's confusing a few of you. Looking at arrows when you might have arrows pointing up when you're actually on a 4-hour, on a 1-hour chart, but you're on a 4-hour BB band. You understand? So maybe just try and work out before you look at the arrows. your bias on these 4 charts. Alright, again, I'll just highlight what Anissa would be waiting for if she traded the GU. She would be waiting for the 4-hour BB band here to be pierced, probably, for a 4-hour blue. It's pierced it now. Would she be taking this down? Well, you can't. Right, guys, this is another point. Right, this has just turned up. It's not been there all day. It's just turned up, right, because you've had this sharp move up. You bust the 4-hour BB bands. You're on the 8-hour orange line. The only way I would trust that if it was like that, red yellow. But even then, you can't take it up when you're up here and out here. You've got to let it come back and then take it up. Right? For the time being, this is a really, really good place to take a trend down, and certainly now the 4-hour blue's turned up. Okay, just jump to the back end of the video, and there you go, and that's why. You see, daily disappeared. Look at it, So again, guys, you've got really strong trends, then wait for that. Wait for that trade there. Wait for the Anissa trade. Excuse me. Okay, TK, so that was just for you, mate, because I know you were a bit perplexed by that one. Right, okay, let's have a look at number 61. 61, where are you? Right, number 61, okay. Alright, we come in the room. Right, this is what we've got on the GU. Okay, what does everybody think here? What are you looking at? You're all looking at this, aren't you? This daily signal here, and you're thinking up, aren't you? Same with the EG. You're thinking down, aren't you, because of the daily? Same with the GCAD. You're thinking up, aren't you, because of the daily? The little reds. And apart from that, let me just highlight again what I've been trying to say to people and members. You see this down move? Hits the orange line, bounces, goes through the orange line, BB band, bounces. Okay, you know what? Tomorrow, this is going down through this BB band. That's my bias for tomorrow, down. Okay, in fact, again, this is one of them where I'd be thinking, oh right, long-term trade, let this go up a bit more, break this BB band, and then, when the 8-hour candles closed, the current 8-hour candles closed, it's just opened now. You see, so was it 4 hours? Sorry, not the 8-hour. 4-hour candles closed because the 8-hour started at 7:05. Was it? Must have. Room time. I get confused with the room time, guys. It's a bit different for us in the States. It's 2 o'clock when it opens. Okay, over here in the UK. But anyway, when this candle closes, and this candle closes here, I'd be looking to take, maybe an overnight trade down here, basically based on what I see off the daily there. It's bounced off the orange line, it's gone through to the BB band, it's bounced. Chances are this is now going to go straight through this BB band here. Okay, GCAD, very, very similar. However, what you might find here is you'll get a bounce down off the orange line, then it will shoot up to the BB band, and then it might go down from the 8-hour BB band. Okay, so I would suggest a down trade, an up trade, and then another down. Okay, or movement I should say. Alright. Yeah, EG again, look, you're thinking about this down because it's got a daily signal on it. Well, look where you are on the 8-hour. Look at this 8-hour BB band flip up here. This is, to me, this is up. This is up because again, this hits the orange line, comes down. Right, so tomorrow I would think up, and luckily, number 62 does show is the next day. It's the 25th. Anyway, again, look at the 1 hours, guys. This is what I was saying, TK. Look, you see, it's not broken down here again. It's not broken this. So this trend now, it's like it said. I'm tired of going down, I want to go up. So this, you could trust this signal. It might come a little bit more. Look for something to go with it, 5 minute green, 5 minute yellow, right, and then take it up. Okay, maybe, you know, you might get a 4 hour red or something to go with that blue. Okay? Get to the end of the video, see how far I was. Yep, GU, as I said, look, hits. It did go outside, it went up a bit more, yeah, you can see there. Excuse me, it did go up a bit more. Outside, down to the orange line here. Okay. Excuse me. Let's look at the EG. Yeah, it's a very strong downtrend. But nevertheless, reacted to the upside, did get something there. It did come down, TK. yeah, no doubt you'll point that out to me. But there are also two moves here, TK. If you look at this, hits the orange line, comes down again, and then goes up again. There, as you can see, look, bang, down, and up. That G-CAD did exactly as I thought it would. It went up, came down, it went back up to the 8 hour, touched it, and then back down. Okay, so tomorrow my initial bias from today is down. Again, I would let this candle close here, this 8 hour candle close, right? If it goes back up, it goes back up, then I would put, you know, a sell stop somewhere 10, maybe 15 pips below you know, where price actually is. Same on the G card, I would let this candle close and put, you know, at least 15 pips with it being the G card. Sell stop just below that, because for me this could go in the night, you know, and bang down. Again, it's just based on simply reading what's happening here. Bounced up here through to the BB band, bounced up off the BB band. Chances are it's just going to drop through the BB band now. Okay, so we'll have a look at number 62. And the thing is, guys, if you do this every day, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you that test, a test shortly. Anyway, let's crack on first. Getting a bit lost here. What was it? Was it 62? Get back there. Pause it. Yeah, you see, guys, this was the candle. It closed. You see, it went back up. It closed pretty much through the BB band. So I would have put my sell stop there for a nighttime trade. And look, this is just reading, guys, what happens here, right? And it happens here on the dailies. It happens on the 5 minutes, you know, it happens on the 15 minutes, the 30 minutes, the 1 hours. It happens on all the time frames. Okay, EG, yeah, look, great call on this one as well. Look, hit the orange line, came back down to here, up she went, and again, look where we were. That was yesterday. You could have put, when that candle closed, you could have put a buy stop just there. Okay, and caught that before, you know, before we come in overnight, or I mean, it's today as it happened in the European session. But you know, if you can, you know, a lot of you are Americans and you'll be asleep and that, but just put it on the night before. Excuse me. And again, the UCAD, look, again, that candle closed there, just put a sell stop here somewhere, and bang, and you start the day off with a, well, you're waking up to a, that's got to be 100 pip move, that, at least. Okay, but again, you know, the bias was correct. You were reading the bounces off an orange line. It's generally the only thing, guys, that stops, you know, halts the movement. It is an orange line and a purple line, a BB band, and sometimes the yellow lines as well. Yeah, I'll admit that I don't particularly use the yellow lines, but you know, again, EG look up, bounce down, didn't break this daily BB band, and up it went. down, bounced off the orange. Next time it went through to the BB band, bounced off the BB band, then went down through the BB band. Great cracking trade there. Same with GCAD. I mean, you can even see it, guys, on the UCAD, even though it's messy. Look at these wicks, but basically what the wicks are telling you is this has gone all the way up to the BB band, this has come all the way down here, bounced off the orange line, it's come back up towards the BB band there, it's come back down, bounced off the orange line, come back up here, back down, bounced, come to here. This time it's gone through to the BB band and bounced off the BB band. Chances are tomorrow, you know, it is an uptrend, but the chances are it'll come back to this orange line. Okay, we haven't got tomorrow's recording, but what we have got is a couple of days later. Okay, yes, let's have a look. Right, first we'll look at that GCAD. Look, yeah, it did. A bit messy, but you know, it did. It came back down to the orange line. Okay, look at that GU trade. Have you got in there? Look at that, guys. Look, smashed it, absolutely smashed the BB band. Same with the GCAD. Just reading the fact that you're bouncing off either an orange line or a BB band. Okay, and look at the EG, guys. We were here the other day, and look, up, goes through, back to the orange line. Now you can see this one here, it's got a wick, it's gone to the BB band, it's been rejected, it's come back to the orange line, and then this time it's just broken the BB band. You can tell how the BB band's gone up there. Okay, so again, you know, once you can read these charts, you're gonna get your direction, and you're gonna have a heads up in advance. Like I've shown you there, I knew the direction of movements before a day in advance, you know, and if you can do that, you can take your trading to another level. You know, you're scalping in here, and then your overnight trades, as I've shown you there. I mean, I will do an overnight or a long-term trading video, but it will be basically based on what you've seen me show you today, what I've highlighted today, you know, with the bounces off orange lines, and you know, looking for your entry off you know, the next chart down. I mean, that or the 4 hour, the 8 hour or the 4 hour, if you've got a good direction of travel from the daily. Okay, we'll just flip to the end of that to see what happened. Yeah, went even down more. That one went down more, that went down more, that one, look, again, back up. Okay, so it's just reading it, guys, and as I say, if you've got your direction here, you would have had this direction from on the EG here and said to yourself, I fancy this up, so let's have a look where I am on the 8 hour. Right, on an up flip BB band. Ooh, good place to enter this is, you know. GU, I fancied it down. BB band, 8 hour BB band, you know, and it started with a 4 hour blue, if you remember, you know, and guys, basically it's so I know I call it easy, but I, you know, if you come in every day, and I think this is what you should do now. I think you should work out you know, all of the 4 pairs, and if one's like, you know, this UCAD on the daily here and you can't work it out, then just leave it. Right, I think you should work out each pair, and just for your own, for yourself, like for a test, write it down what you thought. Right, so you'd have looked, you know, if we go back to 61, you'd have looked on 61 and said, well, GU's on what do you call it, the 8 hour BB band. It looks like it's, you know, the daily BB band's finished, so we could be going back down now, and you know, write that down, and then you're gonna see it. And if you can get a couple of these right a day, you know, it will do wonders for your confidence once you get in direction. You know, whether you just stick to the trend trades, which, you know, would have been that one there, but I've shown you there, you know, that even going against the trend is safe if you know what you're doing. Okay, Right, I mentioned the test. So what you're going to have to do with this one, guys, is when I finish talking, I want you to work out, when I find it, I can't remember what number it is now. Right, let's just get you back a minute before we... No cheating, right? No cheating, right? When I finish talking, I want you to pause the video where we are and work out the GU, the EG, and the GCAD. Okay, I want you to work those three direction of travel out based on what I've tried to teach you today on this video. Okay, now finish talking, so I'll show you to the end exactly what happened, and then I'll explain quickly. Okay, or should I do it the other way? Okay, I'll do it the other way. Alright, so this is what I'd have seen. Okay, we come in the room, we bounced. I hope you've all done the test. Bounced, okay, bounced up on the daily. We're near the top of the 8-hour BB bands, 4-hour BB bands. If you look at the 1 hour, it's got a double top forming. For me, this is down. This is down. Okay. EG, I know you've got a daily, and it's entirely up to you. If you don't want to trade against dailies, that's entirely up to you. But this daily is against a really strong trend. Okay, and to me, this daily's done its job. It's touched the orange line here. You're on. You've pierced the 8-hour BB bands. You're through the 4-hour BB bands. You're through the 1-hour BB bands, and you've got a blue showing here. GCAD, yes, it's got a daily. When's a GCAD? Look at the trend. Really strong down. When's a daily done its job? Highly likely off the 8-hour orange line. Oh, this backs this up. See, in this case, you've got, you know, one saying up and these two saying down. But for me, because of where we are on the 8-hour, what we've got on the 4-hour here, that negates that. Okay, that's this here, and this here negates that. Alright, so again, down, and again, if you look on here, double top forming. Okay, that's how I'd have read that. Let's have a look what happened. Well, would you believe it? Look, bam, down. Got signals in the end. Look at this, 8-hour BB band. After that, bounce. Look at the EG, daily's disappeared. Look, you know. Okay, GCAD, daily's disappeared. Look, right off the 8-hour orange line. This is a really strong trend as well, guys. So you know that's going to smash daily BB bands, 8-hour BB bands, 4-hour BB bands, and that's what it did. And look at the double top, bang, bounce, woof, down. Okay, so that's the answer to that one. But I hope you tested yourself by trying to work it out. And what you should do, guys, is you know, do it every day. Do it during the session, at the start of the session. Work it out. You know, watch this video until you understand what I'm trying to get across to you. And as I say, I'm going to be doing a longer term trading video, how to trade, you know, like overnight trades, because you will notice that, you know, some of these moves happen way before we come in the room, and you can be in them. It's just a matter of reading the charts. And if you know, and in a lot of cases I've shown you here today, I've kind of got a general idea of what's going to happen the day before it actually happens, you know, or at least 8 hours, 16 hours before it actually happens. And you can have that, it's just a matter of reading, you know, these big time frames here. In particular, if you're going to do it properly, then, you know, involve the daily, get your initial bias from the daily, and then look for entries. Like my bias there from the GU, right? People would think it was going up because it was hanging and it looked like it, you know, could go back up to the BB band here, but that would have been the case if the GU was down here on the 8 hour BB band, bottom BB band, but it wasn't, it was on the top BB band, right? So straight away that bounce up was done, because if you look at this here, BB band flip down, you're right on BB bands, guys. Price on BB bands, price when it's pierced BB bands, price on BB bands, especially on these big time frames, guys. These two in particular, right? It's really, really, really gonna rock. Okay, it's not going to be ignored. Okay, and you have to pay attention to that. Okay, guys, so I hope that video has shown you, you know, kind of how to, you know, how to get a bias, how to, you know, get one over on the market. It doesn't really apply to those that are doing the go with the flow, you know, 5-pip trades off the 5-minute orange lines, but it does in a way, because if you've got your direction, you know your trade's won before you actually enter it. For the people like Stephanie and Anissa and Dips and you know, PP, MB, who like to do the longer term trades, then it's a must. It's a must. And yet, you know, sooner or later, once you work this out, the day that Stephanie gets this is the day that Stephanie heads off to a really, really bright future. The same with some others, Rocky as well. Once Rocky really clicks with this, and Anissa's going to help him out now, which is good. You know, I think he will love this kind of trading, because it's not too many trades. You know, if he wants to look at it this way, he can just do 1 or 2 trades a day and make his money that way. Okay, so as I say, guys, that will, you know, have to do on this. It basically, you don't need any more. You've seen, you know, today, I don't know how many times I've shown you exactly, you know, what's going to happen on a chart. You know, it's just, as I say, it's just a matter of reading. Well, you know, like this one here, you're on the 8 hour orange line, you're going to get a reaction. You're outside the 8 hour BB bands and it's gone up. You know, it's pretty basic, guys. It's just a matter of reading. You've got a downtrend here on this. All right, it's not touched the daily orange line, but look where you were. You know, 8 hour BB band outside 4 hour BB band. You know. Anyway, again, showing you this. Look, comes here, just bounced here up to here, went through the orange line this time, down to the BB band, goes back up to the orange line, down again to break the BB band, from the BB band back up to the orange line. Yeah, possibly could go further, but tomorrow my bias, if this comes up here, would be down to the orange line. Okay. Yeah, it's already coming back. Alright, and it came back from the 8 hour BB band. Okay, so that's about it, guys. I don't think I can show you the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, you know, without actually sitting down and holding your hand with it. But you know, this for me, as I keep saying, once you understand this, how, you know, you just look at your dailies and you get your bias from there, and then you're looking for entry points. You're looking for the 8 hour to back the daily, your daily bias up. If it does, because you're on an 8 hour BB band, wow, you know, it's not going to fail. It's going to work. Okay, and if you can learn that every day, guys, then There's no reason whatsoever why you can't pick your bias every day and just trade really confidently in that direction. Okay guys,